Afghanistan. So I'm just taking what your guest Bill Raggio has been saying. My question is, if or for sure, the U.S. intelligence has been so wrong about Taliban in Afghanistan under William Burns' leadership in CIA, I wonder how wrong they could be about an Iranian atomic bomb. Perhaps the Iranians are much closer to building a bomb, or they may even have it. That's my first point. The second point, there is a lot of talk about that the Iranian regime had been training Taliban how to negotiate at Doha, similar to how they negotiated at JCPOA, Iran deal, and they knew they were teaching Taliban what to say for somebody like Zalmay Khalilzad, a U.S. negotiator, to hear what they like to hear in order to get the Americans out of Afghanistan as soon as possible.
So I'm going to take your second question first. Look, I'm very familiar with Iran's support for the Taliban. I'm working on as an expert witness on a legal case about this issue. The evidence is undeniable. It comes from Iranian officials themselves who admit it to, just a slew of information. Now, when it comes to support for the Taliban, the Iranians pale in comparison to what the Pakistanis have done. It makes it no less dangerous, no less threatening. With the Iranians, their relationship with the Taliban is more tactical in the sense that the Pakistani state has a lot of ideological agreement with the Taliban, where there's differences between the Iran and Pakistan's versions and views on Islam. But in the end of the day, the Iranians, support the Taliban, or have supported the Taliban to help drive the U.S. out. The Iranians did not like the United States on its border, the presence on its border. And it also is always happy to see the United States defeated. And two, this is a way for it to gain influence within the Taliban. The Iranians and the Taliban were at odds at times during the Taliban rule from 1996 to 2001. And I think they seek to avoid that by working more closely with the Taliban. To your first question, yeah, look, when it comes to issues like intelligence on nuclear, these are not the issues that concern me so much within the intelligence community. These are issues that tend to not be surprisingly, this is one issue that tends to not be politicized. The estimates, they are consistent over administrations. I think there's also good evidence, outside of what the U.S. intelligence services are saying. To me, that the threat of the Iranians developing a nuclear device is credible. It's real. I am by no means an expert on this area. My colleagues, including Mark Dubowitz at Foundation for Defense of Democracies, can speak to this point and a host of his colleagues, our colleagues there, can speak to this point far better than I. But yeah, I think that certainly is an issue that it does bear watching.
Bill Raggio, let's just end with what you are watching for in Afghanistan today.